Hey everyone, coinmetallurgist here. Hope you're all doing well. As I mentioned in my last video, I've been separating out my world coins that have errors or that I believe have errors, and I'm going to store those separately than the rest of my world coins. I carded all of those and I want to show you what I have today, and you guys can let me know what you think about these errors. Some of them are going to be easier to see than others. Tried to get this set up so it's as obvious as possible. So you just have a die crack right there in the coin. Let's see, we got a Japanese coin with some what I would call lamination error. Like the metal looks like it's peeling up, essentially. This Finnish, let's see, I believe this is Finnish coin. On this side of the coin, you can see that there's this wreath that goes around in the center that is very weakly struck. But the really cool thing about this coin is the die crack on this opposite side. You can see it it goes all the way around, but you can see it best on the bottom side here. But it actually does go all the way around the top. I know this is going to be really bright, but hopefully that makes it easier to see the crack all the way around. Let's keep going here. Grab. So look, I have a pointer. All right, so I have a few Iranian coins to go through. This is my favorite one of them. This one has a strike through is what I'm calling it. If there's a better name for it, let me know. So if you see the outline of his head here, and I flip it over, you can see the outline of his head behind the design here. I just grabbed this to use and I'm not even using it. So like there's his nose and his eyebrow and his forehead and all the way around his head. So I thought that's pretty cool. I think that's called strike through. And then Iranian coins are the ones that I see die cracks on the most commonly. So we got a die crack right here. The way die cracks show up, it kind of just looks like a crack, but the die was cracked. So when it's like part of the design now on the coins. So there's one right there, and this smaller Iranian coin has this die cracks connected to the side on two spots. See if we can get that in focus. Introduce the glare on the region we're looking at. It's a little bit harder to see on camera. Some of these are, unfortunately. This is going to be one that's hard for you to see, but this coin should be reeded and it has a smooth edge, so missed being reeded. These are a couple that I think might have been struck through oil, or it might have been modified post-mint, but this is missing the 8 in the date. You can see where the 8 should be. So that's where it's like, well, maybe somebody very finely ground it off. And here's a Polish coin that is missing the 0 in the 2008. Here's an Offcenter coin. And it also, you can see it's kind of like cupped. Let's see if I can show you that on the other side. The rim kind of comes up on this side, and again off center. All right, let's see if I can show you this. This is a Cuban coin, and I say the date is doubled on this one. Let's get real close in there. Kind of hard to focus on some of these finer details. Let's get it in focus and zoom in here. Well, this doubling's a little bit harder to see. have another coin here that I think has some doubling on it that should be easier to see. Here's another Cuban coin. This one has damage that looks like it was damaged on the die all around the edge, where it's not like a clean cut line anymore. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but just damage all the way around it. We got an Irish coin from Ireland that has a lamination strip. Kind of interesting. Don't know how that happened. The silver part, somebody put some aluminum foil on it to really help it stick out. This coin from Malta has what I believe are cuds all around the rim of the coin. Let's see, so there's one there, there's one here, one there, and there's one there. And let's keep going. We got a clipped planchet. A Brazilian coin that's slightly off center. You can see this where the design didn't hit right there. And then also this is supposed to be a reeded edge and it's not. A couple more interesting things here. So if we have this side perfectly straight up and flip it. Oh, let's flip it like this. Our design on this side is a 45-degree rotation. Just wrote my words upside down. You can see that. We got a clipped planchet on a Brazilian coin here. I don't know what this is, if this is a air or not, and I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see this, but this is a zinc coin and it has like some bulging here. But if you look on the other side, it doesn't have like impacts where it's been like dented. So I don't know what caused that. It has some, I mean, I would just call this like deterioration of the die. You can see like the date is all messed up at this point and there's some damage around the rim on it. Another coin that's rotated, so if we look at this side and it's straight up and then we flip it and this one's got about a 30-degree rotation. Doubling on the 4 in the date here. Hopefully you can see that. Pretty interesting. And then lastly, I don't know what's going on here on this Croatian coin. It has the edge is kind of beveled. You can see that. It's so this face of the coin is this may be like it just having got stuck somewhere like in a dryer and somehow it got kind of a beveled edge. I'm not sure if somebody ground it down or if it's a mint air. So I just threw it in here with these, and until I know better, I'm just going to leave it with them. But sorry about that being pretty out of focus a lot of the time and hard to see all those, but I hope that you were able to see some of those errors. And I'm going to keep these separate, put them in a little small binder, separate than everything else, and keep adding any world coins I find with errors on them to it. I don't focus really hard on air coins in my world collection. You know, I search through tons of world coins, but I don't necessarily look for errors, and so there probably are plenty of other errors or more minor errors that go completely unnoticed to me. But thank you all for watching. Hope you liked this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.